Hey, what's going on everybody? Scott here for 4KGaming. Thanks very much for joining us for episode 2 of FIZ, a brewery management game on Android and iOS. And as you can see, we're picking up from where we left off last episode, so we're making our second batch of Grubs Light, which is a lager. Hopefully this time we're focusing on the craft side of it, so we're hoping that the quality will be increased, but who knows. Let's see how we go. So it's very early days. There's a few challenges that we've been set which we haven't yet looked into, so one of them, let's just see if we can bring those up, because they appeared and disappeared far too quickly for me. Oh, looks like we have a there we go. Just a bit slow to react. Challenges are tasks and goals for your brewery to complete. When you complete a challenge, you are rewarded. Although you complete them in any order, the yellow coloured ones are recommended for you to focus on, based on your current progress in the game. So, get the gear, upgrade a piece of brewing equipment. Secret challenge, sell 160 units of a certain type of watery beer. You might get some valuable advice. Novice brewer, brew a 500 quality batch. Penny pincher. Come back, and 1250 overall profit. And here we go. So sorry, our third batch, and looks like batch number 3 has given us a level up. So let's go have a little look at this. So we can either add a point to any of these. So obviously these ones are used in the actual craft process, whereas craft points, or the brewing process, whereas craft points are used in the making of or the additional side of the brewing. So we'll focus, I think, on intelligence. Let's go with that. And what we're going to do, we're going to send this to you leveled up. Each time your employee's XP bar is full, their level increases, which allows you to increase their attributes as you see fit. So we don't need to see that one again. Okay, and this time we've got 392, which is quite an increase in our brewing process. So let's get them underway to begin selling that. Put the price up a little bit, so we'll see how we get on. It's still very much affordable for everybody, and we're getting, well, one piece of feedback. Oh, someone can't afford it, but the people who can afford it are saying it's very nice, so that's good news. So I think let's get rid of the challenges, and it would make sense for us to increase or improve some of our equipment, I think. So let's try and do some of that. Okay. Cleaning is good for you. Well, it says the yellow ones are the ones they recommend, so let's have a look at what's yellow. See if they're all yellow. Oh no, maybe they're all just different colours depending on the different type of equipment. So let's have a little look here. So pausing the clock. Don't think we need to worry about pausing. I'm sure there'll come a point when we needed to, but let's have a little look here. Clean is good for the soul and increases XP gained by all employees, so I think we'll start with that one. So there we go, and we've got some improvements, and now we've got a new challenge to hire a new employee. I think what I might do in the same time is increase this, which doubles or increases the yield. So let's do that at the same time. Just come out of this screen and we'll get straight into brewing. I think we might make some more. I'm tempted to buy a new recipe, but I think at this moment in time we're just going to focus on the lager and try and get as good as we can making that lager. Okay. So what have we got here? So cleaning requires patience, and this fella still has the best patience. this one here, the packaging requires dexterity, and she's by far the best at that. And then we've got these two, so this one requires intelligence and dexterity, and this one requires intelligence and patience. So it makes sense for Naomi to be working on this and Kip to be working on this. So there we go. And let's get underway with batch number 4. So let's have a little look at what we should be looking at. I think we're going to do a bit of both, see if we can get good quality and some extra sales. So let's see if I can pop over to the manage and marketplace. So I think while we're doing that, I'm going to buy Rook's Corner and just do some research there, I think. So let's do 12 and both. See what they can tell us about that. So hopefully that will finish at the same time as us. Oh, there's a little mouse stuck there. Oh, Summerfest Lager competition. You're hanging around on the sofa where Naomi rushes excitedly over. Hey Kip, I know this is late notice, but I hear the Summerfest is accepting entries for their annual lager competition. Do we have any in stock that we could enter? Don't think so. I think the competition requires only 41 units of lager, and we stand to win some prize money too. Who knows, if we win this one, maybe we're good enough to enter the champion of the Copper Cask competition. Marcus looks over. What's the champion of the Copper Cask competition? You don't know? It's the premier brewing competition in the region. The past 3 winners have gone on to make big names for themselves nationally. Samantha chimes in. Yeah, and the 3 before that went on to go bankrupt after scaling up their operations, so I wouldn't get too excited. What's more, we haven't even entered the Summerfest competition, so you're getting a bit ahead of yourself. Naomi, I'm not saying 4K is the Copper Cask material yet, but we've got to start somewhere. What do you say, Kip? Should we go for the competition? If not this year, we should at least set aside a batch for next summer. Events. From time to time, special events will open themselves to participation for your brewery, such as brewing competitions and quests for individuals interested in acquiring a certain type of beer. Enter your batch of beer in these events to earn rewards. I'm adding words. And to learn new ways to grow your brewery. Poor little mouse is stuck there. Let's hope health and safety don't come round. We'll be in all sorts of trouble. So I don't know if I can enter an event yet. Alright, so it looks like when this batch finishes I might be able to enter it, although I don't know if I want to enter it knowing that I didn't put all of the craft into it, but let's see what happens. Okay, so we're pretty much done. Okay. Okay, so I want to... I'm going to send to storage. Sometimes you need to brew a batch of beer in advance for upcoming events, or maybe you don't want to sell a batch immediately. In these cases, you can preserve batches of beer indefinitely in storage. You start with 1 storage slot, and 6 additional ones are available to purchase. So there we go, we've put those 74 units into storage. And I think hopefully we can go to events, and the annual festival features a lager competition. Other entries generally range from 350 to 500. Oh dear, we're under the quality ID. Let's quality ID, quality level. Let's try and get this batch out of market, out of storage, and send to market. So what have we got here? So competition lager quality is better than mine. How do I know? I don't know what price this lager is selling at. The markup is 2.5, so I'm assuming that's 2.5 over what the standard is. And this one is lower than mine, and the markup is 2.2. So let's try and sell. So it's 10 per unit. Markup is 115. This seems a bit weird. So the markup on the product is, well, they've got 2.29. So we're just a little bit. You know what? Let's get the same price as this one. I'm assuming that's what that means, but I don't know. I don't know if where it says markup here 2.2 and then our markup is 2.2, if that puts our 2 units at exactly the same price or not. Let's see what happens. Let's begin the sale and see if we're not selling a lot, if any, in fact. We're not selling anything. Clearly markup is well over the top. Let's remove. Well, let's leave them on there for the time being. Okay, well that's not going so well. Right, so I think that was a learning experience. I think it's a good place to leave it there. Thanks very much for joining us. Please hit the like, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at 4KGaming, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.